Hello, hello everyone. I hope everything is working fine. I'm just adjusting things. Give me a second. I will be with you in a second. I'm trying to watch if we are streaming. And it looks like we are online. Yeah! I'm very excited. I'm very happy. It's my first time in a while doing something like this. So just let me check. Okay. Seems it's working. Here it is. Here I am. Okay, cool. So let me introduce myself and what I'm trying to do here today. My name is Pedro Reyes, but I prefer to be known as Bach. So I am trying to share a little of my knowledge. I have been an illustrator for quite some time. I have like 20 years of experience or something like that. Just give me a second. I'm checking. Okay. I hope it's everything is working. Okay. So I have been doing illustrations for all of my life, but I have been giving classes and teaching how to draw and paint and use digital software to create images. But it has been some time since I have been in front of a classroom, and I'm trying just right now to. John Hart, here it is. I hope this works fine. Please leave me all your comments here in the chat. I'm trying my best to like manage everything. I'm in a new setup. The last time I streamed, I was in my computer, and now I'm trying to do live things. So we are going to do a drawing like this one. This is a gouache painting. I have been trying to master wash lately because I really like the technique, the colors. My favorite illustrators use this technique, so I'm trying to like imitate them. So let's work something. This is another illustration. These are the two last, and I have been doing this like I don't know, for 2 weeks. I used it Wash when I was in college, but now I'm trying to like relearn it in my 40s. So it has been like a fun process. So I'm going to try to introduce myself at the same time. I'm trying to explain how I and what I am doing and how I'm doing it. So I wanted to share this with you, but this is the illustration we are going to be working today. So what's this? This is a pencil drawing over Fabriano paper. It's, if I'm not wrong, it's hot press. It has some texture, some grain on it. Wash is a water-based technique, so we're going to be using tons of water. Well, not tons. I usually use 2 jars like this with some water. One for the fresh, clean water, and another for my dirty water. Please try to remember not to drink your dirty water. It's a little problematic when you drink dirty water. I'm going to use this gouache, this Hell Gouache painting set. It's from Jaime. I don't know how it's pronounced. These guys. It's super cheap on Amazon, and I really like the saturation of the color. So I'm going to be working with this. It has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 different colors. I think it's plenty. We won't be using all of them. We are going to be using some. And usually you need just one tray like this or some kind of palette. This, as you can see, is a little I don't call it dairy. It's just a little like smudge. It has some wash painting already, but the cool and the neat thing with this kind of painting is that it reactivates with water. So I just need to add a little drop of water and it starts working again. So this isn't wasted paint. I can reuse it like for forever as long as we can add some water. Good quality gouache has that property. Cheap gouaches usually don't pick up pigments again after adding water. So if you're going to mm, try to work with this technique, I really recommend get some nice, some decent washes. This brand is very good. It's quite cheap. I feel it's very accessible on Amazon. I paid for this set like I don't know, maybe 20 bucks, $20, something like that. So I hope this works. Oh my God! John Hart, Let's Plays, Agar Style, Rodrigo Hernandez están aquí conmigo. Oh, hello, my dear pupils. I'm trying to do these classes in English to get a wider audience. So I know our first language is Spanish, but I'm really trying to like get more spread on the web. So please help me to do it. Okay. Well, we're going to first and foremost. I love painting traditionally. Okay. I have been doing a lot of digital illustrations. I have been a digital illustrator for quite some time, like I don't know, maybe 15 years, something like that. I think a little more, and it's cool, it's nice, but nowadays with all the AI stuff and like all the competition uh, in in advertising agencies and stuff like that, I have been like drawn over to traditional painting once again. So I'm going to try to do this painting. I'm just using this is a synthetic Bristol brush. It uses just a little bit of water, and I'm going to give it a nice background. And wash works in a way. Let me show you. Here is our dry painting. I just adding water to the brush. I'm going to. Here you go. Reactivate the painting. Look, just a little bit of water and it's alive again. This blue, if I'm not mistaken, it's this one, the darkest one. I believe it's cobalt blue. Yeah, I think so. Let's add some more. Oh no, it wasn't cobalt. It was sky blue. Haha. Okay, I'm adding a little more painting here on my palette. A little more. If you add too much water, the painting will be more transparent. That's the thing with wash. Wash is it's very versatile. I'm going to leave it like here. So I'm going to just start like giving white brush strokes. I should be using a bigger brush, I think, but okay, it's going to be okay. No problem. So if I just start going one way and another, let's check it out. It works very similar to watercolors. So I'm going to add a little more water, and I'm starting to spread it over. Yeah, just like that. I don't want a solid body of color. I want some texture. The paper has some grain. Here we go. I will be adding more based on your feedback. I'm going to be adding more equipment to like maybe another camera so you guys can see me. Maybe a little, I don't know, another set of lights. But I really wanted to start streaming again, so that's what we are doing. I'm I hope you can see I'm just going over like one way another. You don't need to be very careful at this stage. You can be very like spontaneous and random with your strokes, and it works perfectly fine. I just want to give the background some texture. I'm also trying to give the overall composition some some temp some temperature. Oh yeah, like a cold feeling to the painting. Yeah, that's it. If you look, I haven't charged the brush again with any paint. I just adding water. But anytime you can go pick up some paint and start brushing here. Now, if you can see, I'm still being I'm still able to see my original pencil drawing in the back. Oh my god, I missed you guys too. I really missed teaching art on schools, but the thing is, it's really complicated right now. Schools are in an all-time low, I think, especially art schools and advertising, design schools, at least on my area. Yeah. So I have my painting right here. If you look, my paper is all worked up. All it starts like to curl because of all the water. But when you that's the reason why I taped the corners. The like over here, it's some painter's tape, like the cheap one you can buy on the paint store. I just like stick it to a cutting mat so I can like take it here, there, everywhere. And I'm going to like blow some air. This is a very cheap blow dryer, hair dryer. I'm going to start blowing some air to speed up the drying process. It's not very powerful, but I hope it helps. Yeah, something like that. Leave me a comment in the chat to let me know what do you think about this format, if it's working for you, if you can hear me. I'm a little nervous. You tell? You can tell. Okay. I recommend using watercolor paper for this kind of illustrations. But this is what I have at hand. Meanwhile, I'm cleaning my brush. Here we go. It's not very powerful this layer, but I didn't want to use the other one. Hello, hello. Okay, it's pretty wet, but if you can tell, it's starting to like regaining its form, its shape. It's starting to uncurl. Here we go. Okay, I can see. Okay, the audio is low, and I'm going to fix it. Give me a second. Okay, my mighty blow dryer is going to be right here. Let me see. I have my mic right here with me. What's happening? My gain, it's okay. I hope. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see. I'm checking the audio, guys. Just bear with me. Okay. You can hear me better right now, or are we still having problems? Let me see the connections, the mic. It's my mighty mic. Why is not working as it should? Tuk, 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 tuk. Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay, I'm ranking up the game. So, how is it now, the audio, guys? Let me know, please, in the comments. Okay, I got it. I need a front camera so you can see me as I'm speaking. I feel like I'm a little outside of this. Okay, so check it out. The paper really curled up when we wet it, but now it's starting to gain its shape back. So the thing with gouache, it's if you paint over the wet paper, you are going to pick the pigment that we are already in the, leaving the paper. So it will start to mix the colors. I'm going to let it dry. Well, I'm going to use my powerful blow dryer again. Now in turbo mode. That's it. A little far away. What's wrong with this mic? Maybe something in the settings. Here we go. Okay. It smells like burnt table. Is that normal? I hope so. Here we go. Okay. I want it to be all dry up so we won't be like picking up the blue on the back. It will mix a little when we add some more colors. It's normal, but I don't want it to be like a very heavy mix. I just want to give it some like like temp. That's it. Okay. So I have my base color. Okay, I'm going to be doing like this cold illustration, blues, maybe some purple, like moving that range of colors. Okay, so let me see. This is the cool thing. I can be like very how can I say it, like very spontaneous. Let's just bring some color here. I like to start with the darks, and then like pick up the light again. Okay, so I'm going to add some shadows this side of the face to really bring volume and start like adding depth to the illustration. So we're going to grab some cobalt blue, the one we have been using, this one. If I just like add here, it will be too like way too dark. So I'm just going to add some paint here, and to mix the colors like this very dark to make it a little lighter. You can use white, but it won't be like a cool a cool mix. It will be like too heavy, if that's the way. I'm going to add some teal. Here it's called purple rose, so I'm going to add some purple rose, like so. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay, okay, that's more I like it. It's a better mix than using directly white. White will be like too heavy of a contrast. It will make like a pastel color, you know, like the baby version of our cobalt blue. Here we go. We're mixing it. Yeah, a little more water, not just too much. The idea is like having a velvety texture for gouache. Velvety. I hope that's a word. Like creamy. I don't know if you can tell, but it's creamy. It's not completely liquid. If you see, it doesn't run on the palette. It's not as heavy as oils, but I think this is the point. Yeah, like so. Now I'm going to add some color, like over here on this side of the face. This is where I want my shadows. Yeah, look at this. The color is completely opaque. There is no transparency. In watercolor, you are always working with transparency. Here with gouache, we are working with transparency, but also with very, very opaque color. Here you go. Yeah, like so. Don't worry if you start to lose your original drawing. It's just a guide. We are going to paint again the drawing, but we need like the reference, just to have a hint of the composition. Yeah, like so. This is just what I want. I'm using the paint with not so many with not so much water to make it very opaque, to avoid it to mix with the one we laid in the background. Yeah, like so. Maybe a little here in the hair. Yeah, it will mix. It will mix with the blue on the background, but it won't be like too heavy of a mix. Yeah, like so. Okay, I'm forcing myself to speak in English. I usually do it on meetings on Zoom and so, but usually when I'm on a meeting, I'm not like drawing. I, Everyone who knows me knows I have trouble like talking and drawing at the same time. Now, draw and talk in English is it's in another level. But as I was talking, as I told you at the beginning of the live stream, I'm trying like to reach a bigger audience. So that's the reason. I hope this works. Uh, Let me know how is the sound. Let me check the chat. That's the thing. I need another another monitor here. Is it still far away? Yeah, look at this. I just added like a drip of water and check it out. It's pretty solid. The color is not like fading. I'm going to add some in the interior of the ear. Yeah, that's it. Here, yeah. Okay, cool. That's it. Maybe in the interior of the mouth. I'm using the same brush. I'm not switching brushes yet. Yeah, like so. I'm using like the side when I want a fine. Oh God. Now I have a camera problem. Oh my God. Okay, this is my first live stream in a while. I was like see this coming. So let me check. The camera just died on me. Maybe I need another kind of camera. I don't know. Just give me a sec. I'm mixing a little more paint, like my next shade. But I don't know what's happening. Let me see. Let's start it. camera. Okay, here we are. Here we are again. I don't know what's the problem. Maybe my camera gets too hot, and that's the issue, because it has battery. I believe so. Kohi, thanks. Ah, here you go. You can see me again. Perfect. Oh my god, I don't know what's well. This is my first live stream in some while, and this is my first live stream in like analog technique. So I need some of your feedback, guys, to figure out how to make this work. Okay, cool. Well, I added a little more purple rose to make a lighter shade, and I'm starting to, yeah, like so. Check it out. It's a subtle difference, but you can see it's a little different. I'm adding in some another areas. Here you go. Maybe here a little on the nose. Yeah, this way. Dude! Cool, you can see me. I don't know what happened. My camera just died a second ago. Maybe it's not the right kind of camera. I use it to made live streams for a tattoo school I was part of, and I never had a problem with this camera. But I don't know, maybe this is a little different. I'm like giving these tabs, like leaving some paint rectangles. You see, a little over here. I'm using the same painting of the beginning. I added just a little more of purple rose to make it lighter. So I'm going once again. It's like painting in shapes. Maybe that's the idea. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, I think so. Maybe the lighting is the one, because I have everything like I'm sweating bullets right now. I'm way too close to the lamps, and that's like, oh my god, it's too hot. Okay, so while this is drying, I'm going to add a little more of rose, purple rose, to this paint. It's the same, just adding some more, a little bit of water. Yeah, I don't see it changing so much right now. That means I need to add another color. And I was telling you guys, I'm not going to go to white because it will make this like a pastel version of the color. I'm going to go directly with rose. So let's grab a little bit of rose. Yeah, exactly. Now we're talking. Mix it well. Try to don't leave any like residue on your brush. Okay. I might need sunblock. I think so. This weekend we went to a wedding, my family and and it was very hot. It was on Cuernavaca here in Mexico, in Morelos, and it was really, really hot. I got burned. All of my shoulders are burned. My nose. See, I'm adding like these like little rectangles, like blocks of paint right here. Oh my, this is so cool. I really love traditional paint. I'm using the paint very dense. It's not like transparent at all, and that's intentional because I want to block the background a little. The paint still like mix a little, but not so much. Yeah, like so. Exactly. We're painting shapes right now. This is it. I know. My brother is tell me I don't get a sunburn when I visit him. He lives in Guanajuato, another state of Mexico. Pretty hot, pretty hot, pretty hot. But it wasn't like that hot. Yeah, exactly like so. A little more light here. I don't know if you start to see like the shapes to emerge from the bottom. Some here, a little more here. I'm forcing myself to don't get caught on details right now. Using this white brush. This makes me see the bigger shapes. When we are drawing, not only traditionally but also digitally, we tend like get obsessed with tiny details and we lose track of all the illustration, of all the painting. Yeah, something like this. Some light here. See, I try to make hair texture, but I can't get like too too tiny. Yeah. So okay, we're cool. So a little more water. Yeah. We are trying to get a little more light on this. So now, at long last, I'm going to add a little bit of white. Come here, just a tiny bit. Yes. Here you go. Not too much, just a tiny bit. The same brush. The paint is very thick, so it dries very fast. I don't have to like leave it for too long or use the mighty hair dryer. Here you go. Okay. I need a highlight, a big highlight in this area right here. Under my nose. Well, not my nose really, her nose. Right here. Do you see it, guys? It starts like to form by itself. Yeah, I love this like paint by shapes idea. Yeah, like so. And I don't know if the camera can like grab it, but look at this. It leaves like the strokes of my brush. That's something you miss when you're drawing digitally. I love drawing in my computer, in my iPad, but I love drawing here too. I love drawing. That's it. Look at this. How's the audio, guys? It got any better? I moved the gain, but I don't know if it's working better. Yeah, look at this texture. I don't know if you can like see it. Oh my god, I really love the feeling of the brush. The feedback of the paper when you are like painting. Look at this kind of little tiny accidents, as Bob Ross say. Yep, it's better. Ah, okay. Will you be uploading more to YouTube's? Yeah, I will be like trying to do this like my I don't know my main source of like personal drawings. I mean I have like work to do from you know agencies and stuff, but I think this is something I'm really missing in my everyday. So yes, I will be uploading more content. Leave some suggestions in the message box so I know what do you want to see in the future. One thing with gouache, I don't know if you can see it, is that when I am like laying down the paint, let's say like here in this area, I use this same shade of color. So if I lay down a stroke, it looks very bright, right? But as it starts to dry, it will be like these other blocks, like these ones. That's one of the like the qualities of watch. It changes tones as it is drying, and that could be a problem. But with some practice, you get used to it, and you won't see any difference. Yeah, like so. Check that out. You may have noticed I haven't touched any of the mouth or the nostril, the eyes. That's because I'm going to use. Where the hell did I put it? Here it is. Here it is. Give me a second. I'm going to use um, pointy brush to do all those tiny details. But right now I'm concentrating on the overall shapes. Okay, this is working very good. I think I'm starting to see the shapes, the volumes of the face coming along. What do you guys think? Yeah, like here on the eyelid. Yes, that's cool. Here on the upper lip. Yeah, a little bit of Angelica here on the side. Cool. Now a little more of white, just a tiny bit. Remember, don't use white right at the beginning. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm very like violent with my brush. I'm starting like here. Yes. Something like here, maybe some here, a little over here, more here. You can be very like realistic with your paint. You can do very subtle gradients with this technique. But I'm trying to be like more abstract, a little more like figuratively, maybe. Yeah, like so. Yeah, I usually start to give a little more details to the painting using color pencils. Do you see the shapes coming along, like starting to appear? And when we started to cover the painting with all the brush strokes, suddenly the girl just vanished. But when we are like starting to go inside, she starts to come back to us. Yeah, yeah, like so. That's really, really, really good. Now, I want to have a little warm in the nose, in the lips, maybe around the eyes. Give it a little more. Right now we have just warm colors, but with a little bit, just a tiny bit of maybe I will use this. This is, I believe it's red. It's, let me see, deep red. Just a tiny bit. Let's see how it goes. I'm using my other brush. Here it is. I reactivate my red here in my palette. A little more of water. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now I'm going to mix it with this side of the, yeah, with the purple. You see? It gives us a warm purple. Yeah. We don't need too many paint. I don't want to use all this paint. Yeah, stay there. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get in the mouth. Yeah, it's warm. We're still in the purples, but we are in the warm purples. It's not too much, so we can like feel a drastic color change. It's working on our side. Here you go. It's starting to define the mouth ear area. You see? Now with the nostrils. Right here. Yeah. One nostril. The other one. In the interior of the nostrils, I always use a warm color. Yeah. I try not to use like too many lines. It's not about like lining. It's more about shapes. Remember, shapes. Here around the eyebrows. Yes, like so. Sorry, eyelashes. Here I go over the eyebrows. Yes. Yeah. Oh my god, I love this. I hope you can see it on camera. I think the light is a little too harsh, but I needed to make a test, uh, live stream test. Yes. A little more water, not too much. If you add too much water, it starts to get too transparent. I don't want it to be so see-through. Just a bit. So, okay, yes, that's more I like it. Okay, now check this out. Please don't get dirty. Okay, I'm going to add more water. And do you remember I told you about the water, the creamy, velvety texture? I'm going like more like maybe tea. Yeah, like an infusion. Yeah, it's more water than before. You see? And it's not as creamy. Yeah, it's more liquidy. So I'm going to start painting this area. But now, as the paint has too much water, it will start mixing with the color below. And now I want it to mix. At the beginning I didn't want it to mix, but now I want to make some cool tones. Yeah, to break the hard shapes, to blur the corners. Yeah, see, like this. And we start to get more colors here. We're still using just full colors. Let's see. Oh my god, what a beauty! Yes, look, it's mixing with the more light color, and it's creating a new mix right here. A little more over here. Poppy! I missed you too, cute. Light or shadows? In this case, my dear Kohi, I recommend you. Gouache lets you work both ways. You can be like very heavy at the beginning with lights and then add shadows, but I prefer to start with the shadows and then go with the lights. The secret is how many water do we add to the mix. More water, more transparent. More paint, more opaque. So we need like to practice a little. See how well it defines the figure right now. Yeah, I really like it. Here, very watery. I'm adding some more water. Very watery for this shadow. I want it to be more transparent for it to mix with the base color I have here. Okay, I'm going to shape the lip a little more. Yeah, like so. See? Now it doesn't look like the mouth is so thin. Yes, right here. And this is a new color. Do you see? We're going to add more water and paint the other lip. Oh my god. Yeah. it's on another level. And we are very loose here. I mean like I'm letting go. I'm not too worried of it looks like the model. Yeah, it definitely looks like the model. But that isn't my first concern. Yeah. And look, it's very a small amount of paint. Yeah, like so. I'm very happy with what I have here right now. Okay, now I'm going to use our base color once again, but I will try to go a little dark. So don't use black. Once again, a good mix to make like a darker version of a color, it's to use maybe ochre or burnt umber. Burnt umber is this like very dark brown, this one. I hope you're seeing it right now. I'm going to grab some of that. Pedro, you are going directly to the palette with the old color, yeah, and it starts to mix, yeah. The colors get all dirty, but that's okay. So don't worry. Here, here I add some more water. Here we go. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Here we go. We have like this warm gray, and we are going to add a ton of water to make it very translucent so we can see the base colors. Yeah, like this. More water, more water. Yes, 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 yes. Here we go. We have very thin gray. I'm going to add it to the, here we go, like over here. Remember, wash, change shades as it dries. Right here, cool, right here. Okay, this is like the eye makeup, the nostrils once again. Okay, the interior of the mouth. This eye right here, I just leave it. Yeah, that's more like it. Under the lid. You see how it looks very, check here under the ear. I'm going to paint this gray. Look, it doesn't look too dark, right? But let's wait until it starts to dry. It's going to be a little dark. Here, this is the deep side of the hair. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. You look, if you see, the contrast is not too high. It's like a subtle difference. Yeah, like so. Yes. Now, when do you stop? That's a problem. You stop when you feel like you have everything, all the information you need. It's here on the canvas. That's the point where you stop. But that's very difficult, and it's very hard to see when you need to. Okay, it's done. That's something you only gain by like practicing with experience. Yes, like this. Yeah. Okay. Check it out. You see, we are like taking out now the shadows once again. With this fine brush, I can go very, 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 very thin. I have very thin lines. A little more like so. Get a little wide with the hair. Yeah. Going to add a little deep shadow over here to shape more. To shape the face. Yeah, like so. Remember, we are not like outlining comic book draw. We are trying to like separate shapes. Yeah, something like that. Yes. See, we are like how, how long in the process? Like 20 minutes? No, I believe it's a little more, right? Holy shit, this sounds and the colors very different shades of the same color. Oh, thank you, Kismet. I really appreciate that. Kohi, kinda tricky, but I think the trick is always trust on the process, right? Yes, definitely, my dear puppy. It's like it won't appear at the first stroke. It takes some time. You need to believe that you are doing it right. And one of the like the virtues, yeah, virtues, well, I need to check it out. But one of the noble things about the gouache is you can like add more and more layers on top. 1, 2, 23, 1000. So if you are not like satisfied with the result, you can like paint it over and over and over and over Once again, the camera just stopped. I'm going to start it again. Here it comes. Okay. Now we're back. Yeah, we're back. I need to check it out. Why does that happen? Yeah, this. Excellent. Look at this. Okay. This is our palette. All the colors we're using are right here. We don't have any black. We don't have any white. We're having like a wide variety of purples, right? Okay. Now I feel like the background it's a little dull. We need to add some more contrast, right? So let's like wash our brush. I'm just using tap water. Here you go. Oh guys, you rock. You really are on another level. Thanks for like bearing with me all these little like troubles. I'm going to grab some acid blue like this. Yeah, a little more. Just add water. Yeah, more water. We want to thin the paint. More water. Here we go. A little more. Yeah, like so. I want it to be very watery. Now I'm going to add a little more. Oh, baby. Yeah, this is exactly what I want. See, a little bit of the original background texture is going to show through the paint. But at the same time, we're making a bold statement that like, I really want this to be blue. Yeah. Now, right here, I'm going to add just water. I'm not charging again my brush with paint. I'm just adding water to the brush. Yeah. And spread the water. This is going to make a nice gradient and show more of the background texture. Yes, like so. Now I'm gonna go back here, charge my brush with paint. Yeah, you got it. See it. A little more, a little more. Spread it. Start to chisel the shape. Oh my god, this is looking cool. Here we have the very thick paint. Yeah, very little water here. Okay, now over here, I will grab just water with my paintbrush and work my way up in the paint. Yeah, like so. Just water, a little more water. Yes, that's it. Hey, cool. Now I'm going to add more water right here. Once again, I want to light the paint. I'm going to add don't want to use white. Maybe some of this blue. That sky blue, yes, it's going lighter. But I want it more light, so we grab some white. It was way too much. More of this. Okay, that's more like it. Yeah, more water. Okay, more water. Now it's very liquid. Okay, yeah. Let's create a little more of transition in the background. To make some contrast in the figure, you see, we have like the darks of the face in this side, and we have the light source this way. Yeah. I need a wide brush, a little wider. This one. It was taking like forever. Let's charge it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Way better. Look at that. Yeah, it spreads more evenly. Okay, we can go on and on like forever. Until you are satisfied. I'm moderate happy with the result right now, but I want to leave it like this, so we can come over tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, yeah, maybe tomorrow, and we will like start doing like fine details with a thin brush, a pointy brush. Let me see if I have one here like this, a very pointy brush, and start adding details, like very concentrated light in some points, maybe a little more shadows in another points. Maybe I add some like pink overlays. Yeah, but I'm going to dry it up. It's very important to let it dry. I'm going to be a caveman and force it to dry right now. Cool. It's not completely dry, but I want to show you. This is a very satisfying part of the process. When you remove the tape, wait, wait for the paint to fully dry before removing the tape, because it will start to curl. But I really want to show you these guys. When you remove the paint, and you see the nice white border around your painting. See, like this. It it looks different, right? Like, I don't know. It looks more artsy. I don't know, guys. Look at this. I know it's not completely finished, but I really like how it looks. What do you think? And we did it in like, I don't know, maybe an hour. Yeah, I think so, an hour. And we can go on and on. And I loved working on my iPad, on my computer. I love to work digital, but man, I don't know, having something you created in your hands, it's I don't, it's another thing, guys. I really like it. It's not finished by any means. I want to add some details with like pure pure white and maybe a drop here and there of blue. I know, I don't know. I will add some details tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. But guys, look at this. It's beautiful, don't you think? It's not perfect, but it's very nice. If I might say, wait a second, just look at this. This is the drawing. It's from where I based that illustration. Here, here it is. This is the pencil drawing I use as a base for this little painting we did today. What do you guys think? It really like feels different, right? It looks very cool. Look at that. Don't you agree? So I don't know. I'm going to check all the little technical difficulties we had today. What is the thing that makes the camera to stop? And I will try to bring the lights a little way. I don't know. They are so hot. I have two lamps over the camera, but I had to turn down one of the lights because it was getting very hot in here. But I don't know. I'm going to check all the things, right? But look at these guys. This is what we did today. Yeah. So leave in the chat a message. Let me know what do you think. Let me know if you want to do what kind of techniques do you want to see. If you want me to draw more digital, do you want to see my face when I am drawing? What do you think? Okay. I hope you enjoyed this comeback. I'm very happy. I really missed these live streams. I have been like forever saying I'm going to start next week, next month, and the time just flew by, and I never started again. So this is it. I just said, you know, today is the day, and here we are, guys. What do you think? I hope you enjoy it, and I will let you know when I'm going to live stream again. I'm going to do this like very frequently. Okay, maybe I don't want to promise us anything just yet, but I want to like live stream maybe every day. But we are going to see, okay? But here we are, guys. This is the result of today. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to leave a like. Please spread the word. Let everybody know we are here. We are doing art. We are going to be doing a lot of things, not just wash, not just watercolor, not just colored pencils. I just love to draw with anything. So anything you want to know, just let me know, and I will be like doing something in the future. Okay. So guys, thank you all, and see you next time. Ah, and keep drawing. Bye bye. I missed you guys.